Happy New Year. It's 2025 Single Parent Nation podcast. Welcome to 2025. This is our second episode, and I hope you're excited because I'm about to kick off this brand new year with purpose, passion, and a plan, a big plan, right? So this year, we're going to start strong because today's episode is all about goal setting, getting those dreams achieved and accomplished. Not just the kind that's forgotten by February or March. No, we're going to stay consistent because this content is going to get you there. We're going to set real actionable steps to create a life you're proud of. As single parents, we struggle. We struggle a lot because we're juggling. We have so much to do with our kids and we're trying to accomplish our dreams and goals. But it doesn't mean that we have to put our dreams on the back burner. In fact, this is our time to shine. So we need to set the tone for the year ahead by showing ourselves and our kids what's possible when we dream big and take action. So grab your copy, your tea, your notebook, or maybe just take a moment and let's dive in. We're going to leave this episode feeling motivated, empowered, and ready for 2025. This is some Brian Tracy content, so stay tuned. All right, why do we need to set goals, right? We have so many dreams. You want to buy a house, want to buy this kind of car, Ferrari, whatever kind of car, right? Whatever kind of house, maybe it's a 4-bedroom, maybe it's a mansion. I don't know what your dreams and goals are, but it's so important to set goals because when you set goals, it's like a roadmap, giving yourself direction and helping you achieve what matters. Let's say a typical goal is these days you want to buy a house or you want to buy a bigger house, right? But you need to set clear savings goal so that you can get closer to that goal step by step. The key idea is without setting goals, it's like driving without a destination. It's kind of like I'm in Atlanta and I'm going to Florida, but I don't know which highway to take, so I'm just going to start driving. No, we don't do that around here. We're going to set goals. We're going to have directions. So what we're going to do is we are going to plug in that address in Florida to get the directions, right? Now, there's some characteristics of effective goal setting. I was introduced to something called SMART goals. SMART meaning specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goal. Specific. Now, let's say that you have a goal of buying a house. Instead of saying, I want to save money, let's say I want to save $10,000 for a down payment on a house by December 2025. Measure. What does that mean? You need to be able to measure your goals. You need to be able to track your weekly or monthly progress. Now, let's say that I need to save $100 per month to get to that $10,000 goal, right? Achievable. What does that mean? Let's say, for example, if you're saving $500 a month, but it feels tight, maybe you need to adjust to $300 and extend the timeline. Right? So maybe you won't be able to get to that $10,000 goal by the end of the year, but at least of getting towards that goal, that's something. Relevant goals. Let's say, for example, your goal is to spend more time with your children. Sometimes, especially as single parent, some of us, we work a lot. We work a lot to provide for our children and ourselves. We don't really get much time with our kids, right? But the goal is to not just spend quantity of time, but quality of time with our children. So let's say that the goal is to spend more time with the children. You have to be more specific, like let's go on a family vacation, right? So let's save towards going on a trip to Jamaica or the Bahamas, wherever your desire is. Time-bound goal. An example of time-bound is basically you set a goal like, I will finish writing my book by March 2025. Let's say the goal is to write a book. I'm going to finish writing that book by March 2025. That's what time-bound goal is. So that's SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Step 3. Steps to set and achieve goal. Number 1, write the goals down and do it now. That's one of my affirmations this year. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Write your goals down right now as you're listening to this. If you can, once you stop or you get a chance, write those goals down. Did you know that research showed that writing goals makes you 42% more likely to achieve them? Now, you're going to use either a journal, a digital app, or even sticky notes to list your top 3 goals, or even an index card. List your goals. Number 2, identify benefits. If your goal is to lose 30 pounds, identify the benefit of losing that 30 pounds. The benefit could be better health, more energy, improved confidence. Number 3, set deadlines. Don't just say, I want to lose 30 pounds this year. No, I want to lose 30 pounds by March. Then I want to lose 30 pounds this year, but I want to lose 10 pounds by March, 10 pounds by June, and then another 10 pounds by September. Number 4, list obstacles and solutions. Let's say the obstacle is, I want to lose 30 pounds, but I'm not getting there. What's the obstacle? I'm snacking late at night. So replace the junk food with healthy options like fruits and nuts, pistachio, right? Now gather resources and skills. Let's say, for example, you want to start a business this year. Take an online course or start by getting a mentor or coach. That's number 5. Number 6, create an action plan. Let's say, for example, you want to start a podcast. So when I said I was going to start this podcast, what were the things that I did? I researched the equipment that I needed. I chose a hosting platform, and I said I'm going to record my first episode by December 2024. And that's exactly what happened. Number 7, visualize success. Don't just write the goals down. Visualize, because when you write, there's something that psychologically happens when you write your goal, right? Because you have to think something before you can speak it or write it. So there's a visualization process that happens, but you didn't realize that, right? You don't get what you want. You get what you're emotionally involved in. When you write the goals down, visualize that thing. Visualize, if it's buying a house, visualize the house that you want. Visualize yourself living in that house. That's exactly what I did. When I was buying my house in Atlanta, I saw a house I like. I was like, that's mine. I went and I looked at it. Even before I told the realtor, I said, I'm going to go look at the house, look at the neighborhood, all that stuff, the schools and all that. And I went to the house and I saw it and I loved it. My daughter was with me and she loved it too. I looked at the pictures on Zillow and visualized myself living in the house, cooking in the kitchen. You got to do that. I also wrote on the envelope my name and the address of the house. That's what I did. You got to visualize your goal. Take action. Take consistent action. Schedule time every morning to work on your goals for 15 minutes. Why in the morning? Because that's when you're well rested, you have energy, you have clarity. And, it's the moment where before you can get up, because that's that moment of standing you get for yourself. You may need more than 15 minutes, but start today, say 15 minutes. 15 minutes is not a lot of time, but start. Number 9, monitor progress. Review your budget weekly. If you're saving to buy a house, review your budget weekly and say, where am I? I need $1,000 per month or $500 per month. I need to save $100 per week to get to that $400 goal per month. This week, I have the $100. Next week, you track again and say, okay, I have another 100. The third week, you track again. Okay, I have now 300. The fourth week, you track. Okay, I didn't have 100 this week, but I have 50. Still, it's progress. Recognize your wins. Recognize your progress. Don't get downhearted. Oh, I needed 400 this month and I didn't make it. Don't get downhearted. Just keep going. It's progress. And number 10, celebrate your milestones. Recognize your progress. Recognize your wins, right? Treat yourself So something small, a small reward for hitting that $400 goal or whatever that goal is that you set for yourself. Number 4, strategies for success. We have to prioritize. We have to stay flexible. We have to leverage accountability. We're single parents and we're juggling a lot, right? I know I'm a single parent. I have 2 girls, a teen and a preteen. They have activities. I have work. I have my own goal. I have my businesses. You have to prioritize. If you're juggling multiple goals, focus on one, master that, and focus on the one that's most impactful, like improving your health or finances. Something that really fires you, something that is gonna be so exciting that at the end of the year you can talk about it. Like say you save that $10,000 that you needed to buy a house or a deposit, that's gonna really get you excited at the end of the year, right? Or that, let's say I want to lose 30 pounds this year, prioritize that because your health is important. So make it a priority. Whatever your goals are, make sure whatever it is that they are important goals. So prioritize. Okay. Stay flexible. If life happens, right? Like unexpected expenses or something unexpected happen, adjust your timeline instead of giving up. Listen, I can talk about that because it happened a few weeks ago. My daughter got sick. So I had to put a lot of things aside, had to take her to the emergency room. That was $250. Just to go to the emergency room to hear something that my or pediatrician told us. Right? So that 250 hit me hard. But did I get downhearted? Did I give up? No, I kept going. Right? So just stay flexible. Just keep going. No matter what. That's the mindset you need to have. No matter what, I'm going to keep going. Leverage accountability. You can create your own accountability group. Join Facebook. Create your own page of goal setting or a group. Find an accountability partner, but someone that you can trust with your dreams and goals, somebody that's going to fuel you instead of being a vampire and sucking the life out of you. So that when you share your goal, they're excited with you and for you. Number 5, common mistakes to avoid. Having big goals, overloading yourself, and losing momentum. When you have big goals, like I want to get fit, that's just too broad. Instead, set a goal like, I want to run a 5K by July, right? Let's say you want to do that public marathon or whatever marathon is out there. You got to set some specific goal. So don't have big goal. Don't overload yourself. I'm a work in progress and I'm working on the things that I'm weak in. And that is me. I do work well under pressure, but sometimes I just put way too much things on my plate and then I become jack of all trades, master of none. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. This year, my focus is on this podcast for the first 6 to 8 months and focus on the rest of my businesses the rest of the year, right? So start with 1 or 2, but no more than 2. I'm starting with this podcast and my health. I'm going to a mind, body, soul event this month. That's my second goal. Don't lose momentum. Don't give up, no matter what. That's the real secret to that goal, that thing you desire, to buy the house, to buy the car, to be financially free. Don't give up. Don't lose that momentum. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay inspired. You have to know what your why is. Revisit why you started. What is your why? Put it on a sticky note. Place it where you can see it. You go in the bathroom every day. Right? You're in your kitchen every day. You're in your car every day. Put your goals right there in front of you. Right? Know what your why is. I want to be financially free. I want to live a better quality of life. I want to be able to provide for my kids. I want to retire my parents. Whatever your why is, like me, I want to travel the world, including all things that I just listed. Those are my whys, and I have more why. But what's your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you setting goals? Why do you want more? And number 6, actionable insights. So we spoke about goal setting, right? After my divorce, I set a goal that I wanted to move to another state. I needed to get out of my comfort zone. I had my own place, but I was in a comfort zone and I'm trying to find clarity. So I decided I wanted to move. So I picked 2 states and I said, whichever one God send me to, that's the one I'm going to go. So when I got the green light, I went. I broke it down into steps. I had to find a job and secure childcare. And then I had to pay for moving expense, figure out how we're going to move from Florida to Atlanta, right? So I had to figure these things out and I had to be smart about it, right? Calculated steps. So I found a job. I basically got, when I did the interview over the phone, I got the job, but they wanted me to come in to meet the rest of the team. So I said, okay, I heard that in Atlanta, there's a lot of traffic. I am not about driving or spending 2-3 hours in traffic every day. Not me, not Priscilla. So I had to live near where I was going to work. If I was going to work at a specific hospital, I was going to live very close to a specific hospital. That was what I did. I started looking for apartments online before I even got to the interview, so that when I came to Atlanta, I went to look on those apartments, right? I also looked at the school. I researched, was it a good school? I looked at all of those things before I moved to Atlanta. When they offered me the job, I had to figure out how I was going to move. How was I going to move myself, my 2 kids, and stuff in a 2-bedroom house to Atlanta, the pod. I ended up getting the pod, figure out how it worked to move to Atlanta. That role gave me a first start and a belief in abundance because it was a quantum leap. I didn't have any friends here in Atlanta. I had family, but they have businesses and they live far apart. Georgia is a big state. Where I was going to be, they were nowhere close. So, once I started moving, this universe starts to move for me. Okay. And that's just the whole idea. When you have clarity, when you know what you want and you start taking action, you set those goals and you start taking actions, the universe starts to move. So it's kind of like pray and move your feet. When you move, the universe moves. I challenge you to write your goals down. If you have not set your goals for 2025 yet, do it now. So my affirmation is for 2025, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. Write that one goal down and set 3 actionable steps that's going to get you closer to that goal. Let's say I want to lose weight. I want to lose 30 pounds. This month in January, I'm going to walk to the mailbox. I'm going to check the mailbox. Then if it even means that you're going to call, put your headphones in, put music on, or call a friend and family member and walk down the street to get 5,000 steps in. Trust me, the time goes by fast when you're listening to music or talking to somebody on the phone. Get those steps in. But you have to set goals and take action. Start today, whether it's writing down your first goal or tackling an obstacle. Just remember, every step brings you closer to success. All right, everyone. Single Parent Nation, listen. We just wrap up in today's episode about goal setting. Remember, setting goal isn't just about dreaming big. It's about breaking those dreams into actionable steps so that you can truly change your life and live a life by design. Whether it's personal, professional, or parenting goals, you've got what it takes to make things happen. You have it in you. Give yourself grace and mercy along the way. Progress. With consistency, you will have progress, not perfection. Perfection is not the goal. Now, before you go, I got a little homework for you. Take 5 minutes today. Just write that one goal down and the 3 actionable steps you're going to take to get closer to that goal. So don't forget to show some love. Please like this episode, share, subscribe to this podcast, and listen, share it with your friends. Share it with someone who needs a little motivation. This content is not just for single parents. This is for everybody. It really helps to grow the Single Parent Nation community. I truly appreciate every single one of you, the likes, the views, the shares. So If you're feeling inspired, leave a review and let me know what goals you're working on in the comment. Or if you know me, text me and tell me what goals you're working on. And I might just share in the future another episode on my goals and my progress. All right? Until next time, keep thriving, keep growing, and remember, you're not alone in this. Take care. Thank you for listening to me.
Like